Hello friends, welcome to HR Garden. Friends, today I am going to talk about grow and care of this beautiful looking plant called Pedilanthus curly pink. If you see this plant from a distance, it looks like Chinese cabbage. If you see its leaves and its stem, it looks like devil's backbone. This plant is from same species. See, its leaves are curly, so that is why it is called curly pink, but you don't see any pink out here. Afterwards you may see pinkish edge on some of the leaf, not in all the leaves. Some pinkish shade like in devil's backbone you see. Talking about light requirement, this plant grows well in bright indirect light. You can also keep this plant where it gets some hours of morning light or in a place where it get some evening light also. Do not keep it in a direct sunlight during hot summer. Afternoon scorching sun burns the leaf of this plant. Indoor, you can keep this plant in an area where it received indirect light throughout the day. Use well draining potting mixture. Usually we use well draining potting mixture for all our house plant. So here I have used 1 part of sand, 1 part of compost and 1 part of garden soil. If you want to grow this plant in hanging pot, you can use 50% of coco peat and some perlite and peat moss. Your potting mixture will be light, at the same time it will be well draining. The potting mixture should not hold water. It should not stay wet for a long time. Some moisture is very good for the plant. Water this plant when the top few inches of soil is dry. Place your finger 2 inches below the soil. If it is dry, you need to water this plant, else do not water. Do not overwater this plant. Overwatering causes root rot. Time to time you need to check the drainage hole. If they are blocked, remove the blocked drainage hole. Make sure that soil is not staying wet. If you forget to water for some time, this plant won't mind. It can tolerate drought. If you do not water this plant for a long time, it will start shedding its leaves and only stem will be left out. So you have to understand that you need to water this plant. This plant is usually grown for its beautiful foliage. So if you want to use any fertilizer, use the fertilizer that contain nitrogen. Compost tea is best if you want to use an organic fertilizer. If you want to give chemical fertilizer, in 1 liter of water you mix half spoon of NPK and apply to this plant once in month during summer and spring. Water less during winters. This plant is easily propagated by stem cutting. Cut 3 to 4 inches of stem. Keep it in a dry place so that its sap dries out. Once the callus is formed, you can place the cutting in a moist soil to get a new plant. You can grow its cutting in water also. A small bottle, you can place the cutting, and after every 3 to 4 days you can change the water, and after some time root will be formed. Do not use too big container. This plant does very well in small container. In a small container, this plant looks amazing. Here if you see, this is the real container. So actually I have placed this plant in another container, so it has grown in this small poly bag. So it's doing very well in this container. So after a few months I'm going to transplant this in bigger container. Whatever is its name, I would like to call this plant as curly version of devil's backbone. This plant is very easy to grow and it gives a very beautiful look. In our place it cost more than 50 rupees. This plant is toxic to pets, so if you have pets, keep this plant away from the reach of pets. I have not seen attack of any pest in this plant so far. This unique foliage hanging plant does not need any special care. It is a low maintenance plant which you can grow easily. This is it for today, friends. Take care of yourself. Keep gardening. Please like, comment, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching HR Garden.